Hi everybody, welcome to Bullet Gaming. Today I come to you with some awesome information about the new Battlefield 4. Well, let's get started. First news, say goodbye to the old Battlefield 3 disable mechanic. In Battlefield 4, disable mechanic will be completely different and based on critical hits. What I mean is that even if you're at 100%, by getting hitted or hitting an enemy in some specific part of the vehicle, you will be able to disable him even if he's at 100% health. But at the same time, the disable time will be around 2 to 5 seconds, then the vehicle will be able to recover from that state. And this is something huge in a game that is so much vehicle based. So if you now are going to see a tank disabled in the distance, you're not going to be so confident approaching him, because it will be probably able to quickly recover and steamroll you. Which is not that funny. And that's one. Let's switch to the second news. In Battlefield 4, jets are going to cover different roles. What I mean is that we will have two different types of jets. One that will be dedicated to fight the ground units, and the other one that will be specifically used for air superiority. In this way, it will not be anymore possible for good jet pilots to farm ground units and absolutely dominate the map. Always talking about the jets, they have been changed too. Their speed has been a lot increased, removing the possibility to literally hover around like they do in Battlefield 3. This way you will have less time to acquire the target, making the vehicle a lot more skill based. Thing that I must say I like a lot, since in Battlefield 3, in absence of another good jet pilot on the enemy team, you can simply farm ground units and they can't oppose any type of resistance. And last but probably the most important for PC users, the new system requirements that they have just released. For what regards the recommended, the suggested operating system is Windows 8 64-bit. I don't quite understand this choice, but for me it's something that really doesn't matter. The differences in frame per second are just less than half. For what regards the processor, we have a choice between Intel and AMD. An AMD 6-core CPU or an Intel quad-core CPU, 8 gigs of memory, and for what regard the graphic card, they suggest both an AMD Radeon HD 7870 or Nvidia GeForce GTX 660. Graphics memory at least 3 gigs of RAM, which is pretty huge. I mean, there aren't a lot of players playing with this amount of graphical RAM, but the most impressive is the hard drive space required, and we are talking about 30 gigs of hard drive space, which is huge. This will be probably the biggest game you have ever installed. Anyway, talking about the minimum requirements, we are seeing a Windows Vista Service Pack 3 32-bit as operative system. The processor AMD Athlon X2 2.8 GHz or Intel Core 2 at 2.4 GHz. The memory 4 gigs and graphics card suggested an AMD Radeon HD 3870 or Nvidia GeForce 8800 GT, which doesn't make any sense. Those cards, I'm pretty sure, won't be able to run the game at more than 15 frames per second even on the lowest setting, because they are not able to do that, even in the current Battlefield 3. Personally speaking, I'm really teased and hyped for the new Battlefield 4 game. I've seen a lot of beautiful things that I want to try it out, and this game is just almost perfect. And that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please rate, leave a comment or subscribe. Many other videos coming out every week. Thanks for watching.